From a pocket of 12 to an empire of 16,000 crore. The world of diamonds built through salary savings. Savji Bhai Dholakia. Imagine that moment. A 13-year-old child leaving his village and moving toward a big city. Just 12 in his pocket, an unknown fear in his eyes, but a strange determination in his heart. He doesn't know what the city will be like, nor is he sure he will even find work. But one thing is certain, going back is not an option. This is where the story begins, a story that shows how circumstances that try to crush a person can also become a ladder for someone else. Today, when you hear about a business worth 16,000 crore, thousands of employees, and a global business network, it's hard to believe that it all started with just 12. This is the story of Savji Bhai Dholakia, a man who polished struggle before polishing diamonds. You should know that Gujarat is often called India's nursery of entrepreneurship. Business flows in the air here, big names, large factories, massive ports, and empires worth billions of dollars. But behind these glittering names are many stories that never become newspaper headlines, yet leave a deep mark on hearts. Savji Dholakia's story is one of them. No excessive show, no big talk. Yet when his name comes up, it's not just because of business, it's because of humanity, generosity, and a mindset that is becoming rare in today's corporate world. You may have read the news many times. A diamond merchant from Surat gifted cars to employees, flats given to employees on Diwali. Social media gets divided into two camps. Some say, wow, what generosity. Others ask, is this just publicity? But if you look at Savji Dholakia's life from the beginning, you realize this is not drama for the camera, but an echo of pain he himself has lived through. Savji Dholakia was born into a simple farming family. Agriculture, income dependent on the weather, and limited resources, this was his childhood. In villages, there is little space for dreaming. First comes the worry of filling the stomach. Everything else follows. Education too often gets interrupted by compulsion. The same happened with Savji. His studies stopped after the 5th grade. At an age when children wait for new books, Savji had begun to understand the weight of household responsibilities. The year 1977 became a turning point in his life. At just 13 years of age, he decided that it was time to do something. The situation at home was not such that he could afford to sit and wait. So he left for Surat with his uncle. Surat, a city that was known at the time for textiles and the diamond trade. It is said that when Savji reached Surat, he had just 12 in his pocket. Today this amount may sound laughable, but back then it was his entire capital. Surat did not welcome him with open arms. There was no red carpet, no guide, just an unfamiliar city, a fast-paced life, and the challenge of proving himself. He started work at a diamond polishing factory. The work was tough. His hands developed blisters, and his eyes were strained. But Savji never complained. He earned a monthly salary of 179. The amount may seem small, but for him, it was his first income earned with self-respect. This is where Savji's thinking began to stand apart from others. Most people would somehow spend that salary, but Savji started saving. Every month, he set aside 39. Think about it. Saving 39 out of 179. This wasn't just saving money. It was discipline, preparation for the future. It was a sign that this boy was not living only for today, but for tomorrow. Along with work, Savji kept learning. He observed the world of diamonds very closely. What kind of stone had what quality, which countries demanded what type of diamonds, how customers were made, and how they were lost. He learned all this while standing on the factory floor. This knowledge could not be found in books. This was his real university. Slowly, years passed. Experience grew, and so did confidence. Then came the day in 1984, when Savji decided to move beyond a job. Along with his brothers Himmat and Tulsi, he founded Krishna Exports. It was not an easy decision. leaving a job, raising capital, creating space in the market. Every step involved risk. But Savji had never learned to run away from risk. In the beginning, the company was small and orders were limited. But one thing was clear: there would be no compromise on quality. Promises made to customers would be kept, even if profits had to be sacrificed. This mindset gradually became the company's identity. In 1992, the company took a new leap as Krishna Exports Private Limited. It was no longer just a small business, but a professional organization. What followed was the result of hard work. The company entered international markets. Demand for polished diamonds grew. Krishna's diamonds began reaching more than 97 countries across the United States, Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. The man who once stood at a machine doing the work himself was now running a company that provided employment to thousands. Today, Savji Dholakia's net worth is said to be around 16,000 crore. He is counted among the richest people in Gujarat. But if you ask him what his biggest achievement is, he probably won't talk about his company's turnover. He will say, "My people." This is where his story becomes different from most business success stories. Savji Dholakia is known not just as a successful businessman, but as an owner who treats his employees like family. When Diwali arrives, he doesn't just give bonuses. He gives cars, homes, and other facilities to his employees. This is not a one-time gesture. It is a way of thinking. Many people ask, why is there a need to give so much? Perhaps the answer lies in Savji's past. Someone who has experienced scarcity knows how a small act of help can change a life. He understands that employees are not just parts of a machine. They are people with dreams and responsibilities. Today, when big corporate groups are entering the diamond and manufacturing sectors, competition is not easy. But Savji Dholakia's strength is not just money. His strength is his team, his experience, and the trust built over decades. A man who started with just 12 is not afraid of big names. This story gives us a deep lesson. Success is not just about wealth. True success is rising while holding others' hands along the way. Savji Dholakia proved that the real meaning of business is not just profit, but values. So the next time you hear that a businessman gifted cars or houses to employees, don't see it as just another news story. It is an extension of the journey of that 13-year-old boy who traveled from 12 in his pocket to a 16,000 crore empire, and who never forgot that the real diamonds are found in human hearts, not in walls.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls, and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.